Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Buffalo Music Mafia. My name is Thomas,
And I'm Joseph.
and today we have a great special guest. We have Michael Wilton of the band Queensrÿche, and Queensrÿche will be playing a concert next Friday on Friday the 13th at Batavia Downs. Michael, how are you today?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. And yes, we will be there. Hope to see you there.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time. You played Batavia in 2019, and a lot of people in the Buffalo, Rochester, Batavia area are still talking about that show. You just blew everyone away.
Well, thanks so much. I mean, yeah, I do remember that, and that was a lot of fun. And it's great that, first and foremost, that we're able to tour again.
Yeah.
It's, Queensrÿche's had, I believe, now 6 shows, and things are slowly getting back to normal.
Yeah, you had some pretty big shows too. You headlined the big M3 festival on July 3rd. What was it like playing that festival in front of all those people again?
For me, it was a bit surreal, having not played, like in a year and a half, and it's it takes a little bit, and especially when you haven't played live in so long, and then all of a sudden, oh, it's just like getting back on a bike again. Well, not really. It's like all these other things start coming back to the fold, like oh, you know, part of your rig is not working. Oh, how do we fix that? The panic situations. Hey, your wireless is making noise. Hey, your amp's making noise. Hey, it's all these things start coming back, and it's like it just attacks you, and it's like, oh yeah, it wasn't all just let's get on the stage and play and have fun. It's all everything that comes back, and it can be a bit overwhelming, but we're slowly getting back into it, and we're really happy, and the fans that have seen our shows are very happy as well.
Yeah.
All right. Now, unlike many bands from your era, you guys are still making new music and still charting even. Do you feel it's important to keep making new music?
Yeah, I think it's very important for Queensrÿche to continually make new music. Um, we like to do it. The fans crave it, and that's just something that you do these days. To go out and tour and present new material as well as the legacy songs, which everybody knows and loves. But a lot of the hardcore fans want to hear the deep, deep cuts, the early stuff, and then a lot of fans want to hear the new music that you just put out. So it's just a cycle that just keeps happening. Unfortunately, it was interrupted for a year and a half. So, but we're trying to pick up the pieces and get it going. We've been writing the next Queensrÿche album, and continuing the legacy.
Yeah, your last record you released in 2019, The Verdict, I thought was absolutely incredible. And I'm just wondering, how much of an impact do you think the lockdown had on, you know, promoting that record? I mean, did you lose a lot of tour dates because of it, or were you pretty much finished by then?
Um, the it's just it's been a process, and it's just you know a lot of bands make their careers these days by touring, and so it's a matter of trying to fit time in, continuous amounts of time to record an album, and we do that to the best of our abilities, and you know obviously the pandemic, everybody was trying to figure their lives out, and but everybody's been writing and coming up with ideas, and once we found that it was safe for everybody to get together, and everybody was vaccinated, then we all started meeting and writing, and we've been uh, getting some writing sessions going, for the next album, we're working with Zeus again, and he met with us, and so we're just really happy and thankful that that we can do this, and and be healthy.
So depending on the type of show you are playing, do you kind of base the set list off of that?
It's for us, it's kind of a continuation from when we stopped playing, but we've changed the set list a little bit, and tried to make it as energetic, and having a set list that caters to the traditional, that
Mm-hmm.
everybody wants to hear, the big hits. And so it's just a constant battle of putting songs that are deep cuts, some songs that we want to play, and some songs you kind of have to play. And it's so far the set list that we've been playing has been really good, so it's working for us, and we've had a great reaction from it.
Yeah. One of the things I noticed that when you returned to the stage this year, you had a new band member, Mike Stone, who, all Queensrÿche fans know that his history with the band. He's been in the band before. Is he considered a permanent member of the band right now, or is he just filling in until you guys find another guitar player?
Well, that's kind of an enigma. I mean, it's right at the point, we were kind of shocked, and so we had to come up with someone, and Mike has filled in for us in the past, and it was the logical step for us. I mean, it's like at this stage of the career, oh God, do I want to burn in another guitar player? It's like 38 years of music. Oh no. And so Mike already knew the songs, right? And we just had to do some refinement, and he's touring with us this year, and hopefully touring with us next year as well.
Awesome.
All right, so if there's one song you would consider the most important song in the Queensrÿche catalog, what would it be?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Eyes of a Stranger is a very important song. That was a pivoting song that MTV started playing the video to, that really catapulted Operation Mindcrime. And then as well, Queen of the Reich, which was not really the first song that we expected to be played on radio, but it catapulted us as mere 20-year-olds. And, so, I mean, those two are pretty important. And, for those people that see us in the audience that have been with us since the early 80s, they appreciate that. And it's just, we give a great representation, as best as we can, going through the years and putting as many songs in that I don't know, reflect and just make the fans happy. And it's not easy to do.
Yeah. One of the things that Joe and I have talked about before was we were talking about some of the greatest concerts that we've been to over the years. And it seemed like a common thread was that Queensrÿche was involved in one way or another, either as like a co-headliner, or the opening band, or the headliner. And it's an incredible list. And one of the concerts, for my own selfish reasons, one of the concerts that I wanted to go to, and I was actually there the day of the show, but I was underage and they wouldn't let me in, was in 1983 when you played at I think it was called the Sky Room or the Salty Dog in Buffalo, New York. You were opening for Twisted Sister. First of all, I'm sure you remember that tour. Do you remember anything specific that you can tell someone who desperately wanted to go to that? Give me some insight into what that show was like, or that tour,
Oh,
for instance.
yeah, it was, we were really young back then, and it was um, just an eye-opening experience. I remember playing like Lemore's and Hammerjacks and all these places. But the shows with Twisted Sister were great, and they were really gracious with us. And it's interesting how you say you were very young. I was very young as well. I think I was 20 years old, so I really wasn't able to go into the bar. I think I had to leave the venue um, after we were done playing. But yeah, all those guys were great to us, and we respect them and support them. So um, it was a great eye-opening and learning experience.
Now, out of all the tours that you've done, is there any that stand out from the standpoint of you can't believe you played on the same stage as one of those bands you played with?
Oh, I mean, we've done so many great shows over the years. As far as like maybe tours, I think it was great to tour with Dio. He was such a nice man. Um, Metallica, we did the And Justice for All tour, and that was amazing. Um, those toured with AC/DC, and so we really toured with a lot of bands in the early days, and they were so great for us. We learned so much as far as playing as a band, as a kind of absorbing the music industry and the business side of it. So and a lot of these artists, gave us good insight into that.
Yeah, one of the bands that you did not mention, but I'm sure if you would have thought of it, you would have mentioned was Kiss. You opened their 1984 Animalized tour, which was the first time I saw Queensrÿche. An amazing show. I mean, that was absolutely incredible. Give us some insight in that particular tour.
Yeah, that was great. They were super nice to us. Obviously, that was the tour where they took off their makeup, and so it was awesome to see them and meet them. Um, yeah, and the shows were a lot of fun. Hanging with the guys was especially Gene Simmons. That was a lot of fun. He liked a lot of our Chris and my guitar riffs. So he constantly commented on that, on the unusual way we play them. And but yeah, just and now if all goes well, in October we're going to be on the Kiss cruise, which is going to be so cool because we're fans as well.
All right. Was there any last things you want to plug, mention? Any other projects you're working on or anything at this time?
Well, it's just a very interesting time, in history for entertainment and
Yeah.
music, and um, it's a challenge. It's uh, first and foremost, you really got to be careful, and you got to stay healthy.
Yeah.
There are a lot of bands out there that are, having to cancel shows, because of uh, unfortunate sickness, and um, so we want to get through this year and um, kind of get cemented back in the industry, get the foundation going, and you know, get everything lined up for next year. And we'll be on the Monsters of Rock cruise again, and I know we'll hopefully have an album the first of the year then as well. And we're going to have a couple ground tours hopefully set up for next year as well. So all in all, it's just a matter of, we have to be very cautious these days and just try and stay healthy so you can play.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, Michael, thank you very much for your time. Everyone watching this, Queensrÿche will be playing again at the Batavia Downs on Friday the 13th, Friday the 13th. And we are really looking forward to seeing you guys play that day. They've had some great shows at Batavia Downs this year, but this one is guaranteed to be the loudest and the heaviest. So everyone must attend this.
That's
Michael,
right. We're bringing it. We're bringing it.
Damn right. All right, Michael, thank you again, and we'll see you soon.
Okay.
All
Thanks
right.
so much, guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.